Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley 1.5 here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Well, we are starting off the second week and we are past the Festival of Ice. So, on today's episode, on Tuesday we have nothing, but on Wednesday, Sebastian will be celebrating his birthday. So, yeah, we're gonna make sure that we give him either frozen tear, obsidian, pumpkin soup, sashimi, or a void egg. Now, obviously, not really sure I will be able to get obsidian. If I will be getting frozen tears, I would preferably like to give them to the ice pips in the fish pond. I don't have any void chickens and I don't have any coops yet, which leaves us with either the sashimi or pumpkin soup. Now, if you were able to watch me do the previous episode with Festival of Ice, I actually managed to purchase the pumpkin soup. Surprisingly enough, this is the recipe which you get from Robin when you level up her friendship to 7 hearts, if I believe correctly. Yes, sirree. And well, unfortunately, I am not able to reproduce this recipe, and because it has really nice buffs, I'm hoping that theoretically I might be able to hold on to it. So, sashimi is the recipe which you get from Linus, and we can utilize any type of fish in order to make this. So if I would go outside and catch anything, I should be able to make the sashimi without any issue and have a gift for Sebastian. So, does he have any special program which I need to know of? Hold on, let me double check it. Okay. I'm gonna assume he has a regular schedule, so at 9 a.m. in his bed, 10:30 a.m. gets out of bed and moves to his computer, 3 p.m. leaves his computer and goes to the kitchen, 3:30 p.m. leaves the kitchen, goes back to his room. So we have a stupidly small window of opportunity there. 4:10 on his computer, 6:30 p.m. leaves home and walks to lake next to his house to smoke. 7:30 p.m. smoking by lake next to his house. 9:30 p.m. goes back to his house. Okay, so this can theoretically give us few opportunities to catch him outside, because usually if you don't have sufficient friendship with Sebastian and you cannot enter his home or the room where he lives, the doors are locked, it's kind of annoying. So I do recall on a couple of occasions having issue with him specifically, so hopefully it's gonna work out this time. So yeah, I'm gonna probably try to make sure that I have sashimi for him, and for that I'm gonna need to catch some fish. I really don't think I'll be using anything which I have stored away. Let's take a look at the weather. Okay, so it's gonna be snowing tomorrow, and it's not that much of a lucky day. Okay, so because today is Tuesday, we are facing an issue. So I cannot put in an upgrade to one of the barns to be turned into big barns. For this, I will require 12,000 gold, I will require 450 wood, and I will require 200 stone. Now, because today Robin and Marnie are both working out, I was actually thinking that at least today this should give me a chance to gather the resources and maybe fish and do some other stuff. So let's go let's go outside, take a look at the farm, and with the prepared snapshot, let's take a look at what awaits us. So we do have a bunch of jelly in the preserve jars. We do have some yellow sea cucumber roe, one lava eel roe. It looks like the crab pots have produced lots of goodies, and there is also a bunch of the winter forageables ready to be done. And also we have seaweed and one piece of coral washed out onto the shore. And we don't have that many trees on our farm, so I will be forced to look elsewhere. So theoretically, I can go into the secret woods, and I can stay in the cinder sap woods. We can try to catch the legendary fish, despite the fact that it's less of a lucky day. So we're gonna see how that turns out. So yeah, obviously I also want to drop off the fourth dwarf scroll, which I was finally able to pick up in my chase for the emerald. In hopes that basically we're gonna be able to start purchasing the explosives from the dwarf himself, and this should allow me to get much deeper in the skull cavern. So we do have the pumpkin soup here just in case. We do have crocus. We do have winter root. We do have glazed yams and other recipes ready to go for the skull cavern if it would be necessary. I can take actually eventually the winter seeds, but I really wanna do or deal with the crab pods and everything over here. Yeah, we still need a bunch of frozen tears. So I'm really hoping that either in the skull cavern or on a more of a lucky day, I'm gonna be able to come across those frozen tears, because they are kind of annoying to deal with, and without them the ice pips are not gonna be willing to increase their population, and without them having the increased population, I'm not gonna be able to exactly make them produce row in a much faster pace. So if I don't deal with that, we're gonna have a problem, and it looks like I'm missing again a snow yam, so that's gonna be a bit annoying to deal with. We are getting a bunch of mussels, which is awesome, because this way I'm sure that by the time we get to Fern Island, we should be able to acquire the mango sapling once we gain access to the island merchant. Okay, I keep forgetting about how many crab pods do I have around the farm. But the crab pods are definitely making up at least a portion of my income. Obviously, if I'm gonna get like a bunch of wine or pale ale, it pales in comparison to the profits which we can make. But still, I'll accept it gladly. Look at that, we are getting our first starfruit harvest here, and also some strawberries, so this is awesome. Unfortunately, I don't know if I have enough of the strawberry or the starfruit seeds to replant them, so theoretically I might be forced to go and purchase more from Sandy, but I really don't want to venture out to the oasis on an unlucky day, because it still counts as an expense of 500 gold to me. So yeah, there goes that. We're gonna hold on to the strawberries for now, and you have a keg here ready to turn something into something. Let's get rid of a coconut. I need to store all the row. Am I gonna need another chest soon? It's starting to look like it. Okay, so 4 crocus, 12 winter roots. If I could hold on to just the base quality or any quality of these, it would be awesome. So I'm probably gonna get rid of these two, because we need the crystal fruit and we need the snow yams in order to make sure that I will be getting more forageable seeds. Let's load this junk into these recycling machines. I might need to invest into more of them eventually too, because I'm starting to get a lot of trash here, and that is bad. So I really want to make sure that I will clear out all of that at the same time. Unfortunately, it also requires wood and stone. Iron bars should not be that much of an issue if we do have any of them. Still need to milk the moose. Should be able to get 8 milk, hopefully. And that, considering the fact that I was able to build a bunch of the cheese presses or cheese makers or what you want to call them, should be able to make at least 7 of them here. So that is gonna help me with the profit margin as well, because, well, considering the fact that I will need to spend 36,000 gold on upgrading the barns just to the big barns so that I can get goats in. Yeah, that's gonna be weird. And these cows are probably still just babies! Okay. So somehow it looks like I'm getting not enough milk from my cows. I don't know if it's one of the cows that is just simply refusing to participate or what the heck is going on, but this is really weird. You should be getting 8 milk, right? Okay. So, since we are gonna require resources to be making stuff, and I have only 22 wood, I'm actually thinking we're gonna have to go into the cinder sap woods, and I'm gonna have to smelt a whole lot of copper too, so that we have something in reserve just in case, and then eventually I don't have to wait for it. So let's drop these two off here. Oh, okay, this is why. So I have a silver star milk. That explains it. Okay, cool. 118 muscles, nice. Need to drop off something in here. Unfortunately, it looks like I did not keep enough wild plums to be turned into plum pudding, so that's kind of a mistake on my end. We are getting a bunch of things here done, but I really don't want to be doing it one by one, or this is gonna take forever. So, I'm thinking, how about we pop the triple shot espresso? We haul ass to the museum so that I can drop off the 4th dwarf scroll. You gotta really stop giving me all these winter roots. No, wrong building. And by donating the 4th dwarf scroll, I'm gonna be able to receive the translation book. And that is gonna allow us to be able to talk to the dwarf. And actually, one thing which I want to cover here is the fact of what happens if you fail the special quests. Also, we have new special quests. Okay, so we have 2 new special quests, but on the previous episode, I actually failed to do the... Well, hold on, let me look for the quests. So, the rock rejuvenation. I have failed to do this thing. So, I was able to donate ruby, topaz, jade, amethyst, but I failed to drop off the emerald, which means I did not receive the blueprint for Emily's sewing machine. So, I cannot make clothes at home. So, this is unfortunate. But the fun thing is that basically I at least know that the quests are rotating. So if you pass on a quest, you will eventually be able to get back to it. Because this is the second time I'm seeing Gus's famous omelet, where we require 24 eggs in order to fulfill this. And Robin is giving us Robin's resource rush. So let's take a look at what do we get for this, because the first quest from Robin, which was Robin's project for the deluxe red double bed, that was just awful. So Robin's resource rush. I'm putting on a little promotion just for the fun. If anyone can collect 1,000 pieces of stones in a week, they'll earn a reward. And you can keep the stone. So 7 days, you need to gather either 1,000 wood or 1,000 stone, can be purchased from Robin's shop apparently, and as a reward, you get 2,500 gold and you get a stone chest recipe. And the stone chest is a craftable storage item that holds up to 36 different types of items. Much like the wooden chest, you can stack a maximum of 999 identical items into a single slot. Items do not decompose in stone chests. Stone chests can be left in many different places in Stardew Valley. However, if a stone chest is left on a walking pathway for a villager, it will disappear and contents gets dropped. Okay, so basically it's just a stone chest. So if we are desperate to be gathering, for example, wood, and we are constantly in a shortage of wood, we can accept the Robin's Resource Rush quest. Now, back to Emily's rejuvenation thingy. So if I recall correctly, there was actually a notification and it says something about me being able to gather whatever I dropped off at some town drop-off point or something. So I'm gonna try to look for that and see if I can actually freaking find it, because this should mean that I would theoretically be able to get back the 4 pieces of rare minerals, which I dropped off to Emily, with the emerald being excluded, that is. Okay, there's the snowy yam, now only missing crystal fruits. I really don't know where the heck is that thing which I'm supposed to find. But since we are here, and since I'm gonna require some fish, how about I go to the beach? Maybe there's gonna be something to forage. Apparently no, that is a huge middle finger to my face. Okay, there is a mussel, but unless it's of a base quality, I will have to sell it. There is some added coral here, some more seaweed. But yeah, so Robin's quest to gather the 1000 resources. I'm not really sure if we can get a mixture of this by, for example, getting like 500 stone or 500 wood. And also if we can actually utilize the explosives to do this. So if I were to go, for example, to see the dwarf and be able to purchase a bunch of bombs from him right now and go into the mines, I do wonder if this would count as the gathered resource. So we should have the sufficient pickaxe to break through this, and we should be able to talk to the dwarf. Ah, cave carrot stew, cave carrot roast, cave carrot soup, and cave carrots au gratin. And a ramekin of cave carrot brulee to sweeten the night. What? So yeah, in 1.4 version I was not able to get to you and trade with you, but now it's a bit different. So let's see if we can clear out, I don't know, the quarry. There is a bunch of resources there. Unfortunately, I think there is a problem that if you don't like chop down the trees yourself, it might actually like destroy them and it doesn't drop the wood, and I'm not that keen on finding out. So where are those damn bombs? Let's start clearing out this area of all the resources because there is a lot of them. And I'm gonna need a whole lot of the resources to make more recycling machines. And like I said, because we require a ton of stone to upgrade the barns, just to the big ones. This is gonna be also a pretty damn decent investment. And I totally forgot to do some of that pesky fishing. I do realize that, and I do apologize about that. But can you blame me? I'm trying to do a whole lot of stuff at the same time. Well, what does the secret note say? It's a page from someone's diary. There are only few older bachelors in town, and none of them are perfect. Harvey is really anxious and weak, but I know he would make a loyal and devoted husband. He likes coffee and pickles. Elliot is a bit foppish and melodramatic, but he does have a nice chin. He likes crab cakes and pomegranates. Shane is messy and antisocial, but I think his gruff exterior is a defense mechanism. Greetings, Max. Have you found my secret in the dark tunnel? I look forward to meeting you. Yeah, so we still need to drop off the battery, and then we're gonna need to drop off a whole lot of other stuff. So I'm not that keen on that, but let's clear out all of these resources and see how the quest will progress for us. By being able to purchase the bombs, it is gonna be a tremendous help, because especially now when I was doing runs in Skull Caverns, I had to rely on using or cannibalizing my own reserve of resources to basically make more explosives, which was really bad. So we did manage to get 141 wood and 173 stone. So 173 stone, it really looks like it's only counting towards the stone reserve. So maybe if we would try to do a short run through here, drop the bombs, gather some resources, play some of these little critters, we might be able to accomplish this. Because it's an unlucky day, also, I don't think I'm gonna come across the frozen tears, although there is one. So theoretically, I have two options now of what I can give to our birthday boy. Fortunately, I'm gonna have to get rid of some of these things. I still would love to get some wood too, because sure, I mean the stone is gonna be awesome because we will be able to make more of the fish ponds, and I still plan on building a whole lot more of them, at least like 6, if I count correctly. I do love the number of coal which I was able to gather here. Mermaid Show 15423, that is actually convenient. So this will allow us during the second event of winter to get the Mermaid Show on, and that was one of the most beautiful additions to the game throughout the winter season, in my own personal opinion. I'm not really sure how you guys feel about the event, but I think it's a really fun thing to participate in. Okay, what are the chances we would come across more frozen tears? Okay, there is a topaz, there are some skellies. Theoretically, if I would get the bone fragments, that would not be the worst thing ever. Because then I can use the bone meal and I will be able to turn them into something of a more value. And I'm still thinking where would be a decent spot for me to go to try and gather sufficient quantity of wood. I think the only place which comes to my mind right now is the Cinder Sapwoods. I'm gonna get rid of the broken CDs. Yeah, there's another jade. So let's gather all of this. 248. Okay, so almost 1/4 of the resources. These big stones can help us out a lot because they drop like 10 stones a piece. Unfortunately, however, explosives do not work on them. So that is the unfortunate part. There's a lot of stone here. So let's gather it. Since there are multiple frozen geodes, I'm actually thinking I'm gonna... Let's eat the strawberry and let's gather the frozen geodes. Maybe we're gonna come across something of a value inside of them. Let's go through the secret notes. It's a page from Mr. Jasper's book. The creatures known by some of the forest spirit, or Junimos, are said to appear in abandoned buildings after they're gone to seed. As a general rule, when humans leave, the nature begins to reclaim their territory. The Junimos will undoubtedly appear. Folk wisdom holds that the Junimos display some kind of resonant affinity with gemstones that are placed inside their little huts. Of course, all these claims come from dubious, unverified sources. As far as I know, even the mere existence of these creatures has never been proven. Okay, that's a huge skeptic, but sure. Still, I'm kind of not sure how the Junimos work and such. But okay. 308, yeah. Unfortunately, not that lucky with the frozen tears. And, I don't really want to waste time here. So let's get back to the farm. And theoretically, I should still be able to go see the secret woods and gather hardwood. And damn it, I cannot pass on these two. Although it is only clay here, it might be something different over here. Snow yam. I don't think I'm gonna get crystal fruit this way. You can only get snow yam or winter root like this. And I still need to catch that pesky fish. But not without clearing the backpack first. Okay, this is great because I will be able to make 2 things from the bone mill. So let's drop off all the resources for now. Or all of those which I can. We do have that cheese ready. Should be able to make more. I'm trying to look for like an adequate storage space. Have to build eventually more of these things. Let's put down the frozen tier over or I'm really trying to figure this thing out. Okay, so let's do this. Let's restock the cheese. Let's take the obelisk to get to the Cindersap Woods. Another mussel. Did not even notice this one on the snapshot, to be perfectly honest. So we're gonna go to the secret woods to gather some hardwood. This way we are increasing our foraging skill. Still not at level 10. I still want to get the botanist skill. There's a bunch of holly in here. Fortunately, I cannot do too much with holly because like everyone hates that thing. Dwarf scroll. That's unfortunate. Bone fragments. Nice. 5 additional ones, which means I should be able to make another thing with the bone mill too. And that's a lot of holly. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find a way to gather more stone by, and also like be able to fulfill Robin's quests. And yeah, we need to run back home. We should be able to make it thanks to the obelisk. I don't really want to pop a triple shot espresso for this. Be kind of a waste, considering the fact that I have only 2 more left of them. I'm trying to figure out also the best time at which we should go see our birthday boy too, considering his weird schedule. So we are here. Still have time to sell. No, I want to hold on to the muscle. This one is of the base value. I'm gonna keep the production of the artisanal goods for tomorrow so that we have some income as well. So let's see. Cheese, strawberry jelly, nice. foraging, fishing, mining. It's 10,000 gold. Overall, pretty damn decent. Let's take a look at what's the luck today. Okay, so since we are gonna be going there, it would be a reasonable thing to try and combine both upgrading the barn, or one of them, and also giving him his birthday gift. So let's take a look at that schedule of his. So I think I looked at an incorrect schedule, but I mean, it's Wednesday. I'm not really sure if he has a special schedule for Wednesday. No, it looks like I looked at the correct schedule. So I'm gonna try to make that sashimi. Let's take a look at the weather for the next episode. Okay, so it's gonna be a nice day, and today's is also a lucky day. So good to know, good to know. Now, okay, the speed grow for our trees, that is gonna be used for the mahogany. I'm gonna load in the strawberries here, and then any additional preserve jars which I can load in, they are gonna get the road treatment. I don't really think it's necessary for me to be taking a snapshot of the farm today because there's not gonna be that much of a change. I do know that the kegs and such are done, so I need to look into that. I really need to drop off a bunch of these things. That is a lot of booze ready to be turned into profit, which is awesome. We do have 3 frozen geodes, we do have some omni geodes. I'm not sure if we do have any of the magma geodes or the regular geodes. Would definitely help me out. Okay, so we do have them over here, which is great to know. Okay. So cheese, we're gonna get our moo-moos milked. We're gonna make a new batch of cheese. And I need to gather wood in order to make sure that I will be able to build or upgrade the barn. It's definitely gonna help me out a lot. Let's use the speed grow. Oh, I'm trying to free up the inventory. That is what I'm trying to do here. Baby cows are still baby cows, so it's still gonna take them a bit more longer to reach full maturity. Okay, so we know that the first barn has produced the milk. The second barn too. It's really awesome that we already did get a silver star milk, all things considered. We don't have, even a gold star. Theoretically, I should be able to get that higher value cheese, possibly, fingers crossed. So this has been taken care of. We need to fish out something out of the water. And I need to take a look at the greenhouse and also take a look at the forageables. I just want to make sure that I have the sashimi. I would really hate to part ways with the pumpkin soup or the frozen tier, which I do require for the ice pips. And I'm not really sure if I'm gonna put another ice pip into another fish pond. Come on, give me any fish. Any fish. I need anything. Okay, herring will do perfectly well. So let's make that sashimi happen. So now we have a birthday gift. Still have plenty of time. Okay, so this is gonna be a decent profit. I'm still happy that I have so many hops left over. Ooh, even 2 lava eel rows. Nice, really nice. Doesn't happen that often. So looks like almost at 7. What's the situation here? Almost at 7 too. Neat. Okay, I'm not really sure how I would be able to deal with this. It's kind of a huge middle finger to my face, but okay. So let's sell whatever we can. Just gonna free up some of that space in my backpack. Still need to, unfortunately, deal with more of these things. Like so. I think Rusty Star has already been donated. So this is now full. And you know what? Since I have the frozen tier, let's drop it off in here. Which means we need 3 additional ones. Let's check the other side. This is gonna count to the resources required. I will need to take a look at one important stat, and that is how much wood do I have, so that eventually when I go see Robin, I will know if I will have to purchase the wood or if I will be able to somehow make up the losses or get the sufficient resources. Gold should not be that much of an issue right now. But I am running kind of ineffectively around the farm in order to fulfill these tasks. Eight mussels, that is nice. So how much wood do we have? 163. That is not exactly the best. Considering the fact that I also want to make more recycling machines. So I'm gonna be probably forced to actually purchase the resources from Robin. But it's still first year, so it still should not be that expensive of a purchase. Okay, more speed growth for our trees, which is awesome. That way, more of the mahogany seeds will get that necessary boost, which they do require. This way, I'm gonna ensure that we're gonna get some hardwood. Okay, can we make the winter seeds straight away? Can make 10, but I'm gonna be forced to bring more of them over here. I'm gonna make sure that the crops keep on growing constantly. Unfortunately, yet again, I'm missing crystal fruit. That sucks. So these can go over here. We have 2 additional glasses. I will need to find a storage for some of these things and put in more stuff to be brewed. I'm trying to look for starfruit seeds right now, if I have any of them, because inside of the greenhouse still need to pick up that starfruit. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm gonna put in the lava eel row better value. What can I tell you? We are missing crystal fruit. Without the crystal fruits, I'm just gonna have to sell all of this stuff. do have the crocus. Damn it, I could have kept some of those snow yams. So let's do that. Let's hold on to a bunch of snow yams. Best way to do this would be... I can theoretically plant the pumpkins inside of the greenhouse. And I can turn some of the star fruit into additional seeds. Only common mushroom in the mushroom cave, but that will still help out. Okay, this has been taken care of. Okay, so we are getting a ton of star fruit here. We are getting also coffee. Now I'm kind of glad that I did keep some of those kegs unloaded so that I will be able to put in whatever I will want to, and the coffee should help me out with that. Theoretically, if we would load in starfruit, we can get some decent wine eventually in a week time. So how about that coffee? 37. Okay, the rest can be stored away. Starfruit seeds are being made. Okay, so now it's that weird time when Sebastian should be at Robin's place. So I'm gonna try to haul ass over to their place. At least this way I should be able to put in the request for the barn to be upgraded, despite the fact that I do need to purchase the wood myself because I just don't have what I require as of now. Not really sure if I will make it, however, because of that weird schedule of his. Do I have everything I need to make missing winter root? Irony. Okay, so 4 p.m. I think Sebastian has gone back downstairs. So we need to purchase supplies. First here, this is awesome because wood is super cheap, stone is super cheap. Unfortunately, this will not count for the quest. But since I am purchasing what I do need, big barn, we're gonna go with this one. And I can still purchase more wood from her. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this because, well, it's gonna help me to ensure that I will be able to make reserve jars or whatever I will require. So let's grab at least 500 wood. And yeah, that is gonna do it for now. Getting workbench would be also nice. So let's go ahead and do this. It will allow me to build chests and have the adjacent resources available for production of whatever. Yeah, so he's gonna be here until 6:30. So we're gonna have to come back, unfortunately. I was really hoping I would be able to catch him, but I did not time it just the best way. I can theoretically take a look at the train station, see if the oak resin is also done, and theoretically, since we have the wood, I should be able to make more tappers. And by making more tappers, I should be able to get more oak resin, and by having more oak resin, I will be able to make more kegs, so I can make more coffee or whatever. Okay, if you are gonna remove the high concentration, but what is up with all these worms? Man, look at this. Okay, winter root. So I'm able to make this. Just gonna free up some space. Yeah, so we still need to construct a whole lot of tappers in order for this orchard to be producing properly. What the heck is this? Okay, interesting. So if we would actually go into Skull Caverns on some day, it would be super beneficial because now that I can purchase the explosives, I would be able to mine or gather a stupid quantity of stone, which should count towards Robin's quest. And we have only 327 things gathered, which is not enough. Looks like Linus is enjoying the bath. Okay. Buddy, I would really appreciate it if you would get the hell out of your room. So I can give you your birthday gift. Because I have stuff to do, actually. 6:30. So he should be leaving to go for that smoke. So let's wait over here. Give him the sashimi. This way we are gonna get the access to his room too. 4 hearts, beautiful. And let's go back to our farm. Theoretically, I can chop down these trees too. There's a crystal fruit. Actually thinking I'm gonna put some of the star fruit to be turned into wine. It's gonna be a nice profit eventually. It might help me out. Still have to think about the fact that I need to do a whole lot of spending throughout the season. I really don't want any of those. And yeah, we're gonna reach also eventually spring season. So farming and such is gonna be a thing which I will need to keep in mind. Okay. Nice. Speed grown. Decent reward. 16 of those. Okay, let's try to get rid of these things. I really hate the fact that there is no interior lighting for the greenhouse. I mean, come on. So theoretically, I can put the... not really sure which way I want to do this right now. Definitely wanted to replant those. Okay. So more kegs are here ready. Ancient fruit wine. Theoretically, I can hold on to that wine. I can take the better milk. Man, I need to sell some of this stuff or this is gonna be a madness. Warp totem, I want to hold on to that because that is super useful. Having the workbench somewhere around there would be also nice. This way, if I have the resources in these chests actually and not the seeds, we should be able to turn them into what I do require. You know what, let's use up the crystal fruit to be turned into more seeds. Okay, I'm carrying around a ton of junk here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut off the episode here. It's been kind of a lack 1.5 content. episodes. I'm aware of that. I do know that I tried to look for the chests where the items should be left out after you fail theoretically a quest, like the one which we did for Emily. But yeah, if you have any information regarding this, please feel free to leave it in the comment section. If you want to know what the channel is currently up to, the best way to find out is to be subscribed. I publish content on a weekly basis. I do playthroughs, discussions, early in game reviews, other stuff, if I manage to find games which I do seem worthy and such. So yeah, go check out the link is in the description, and I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. Hopefully you are staying safe, and I will see you in the comments or at the next one. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay safe out there, and see you on that next one. Thank you, and bye-bye for now, because I'm repeating myself like a dum-dum. I'm gonna have to find a way to transfer these things into another chest and the construction materials into these chests by the workbench.